this channel, as you know, is not sponsored by fragrance brands, but I do receive some products. And so I thought I could do like a roundup each month of things that I got sent through PR, but also things that I bought, my thoughts on things, what did I love, what did I hate, because so much is happening in this industry at the moment and it's hard to keep up. So let's start off with a brand that is actually quite affordable. I'm not sure if they've reached the US yet. They are in the UK and across Europe, as far as I know, and it is called All Saints. Do you all remember All Saints with the worn-in leather jackets that was really cool in like the 2000s? They are coming back with fragrances. I think fragrance is a way for a brand to really come back onto the market and get a spotlight because it is booming at the moment. And so All Saints has done this, and their initial collection I quite liked. They have now launched some stronger scents. And so they have a discovery set that's available of 3 fragrances. They're called Sunset Riot, Shoreditch Leather, and Ravaged Rose. So my favorite from this collection was Ravaged Rose. I found that it stood out. If you would like something that wouldn't be like floral, then I do recommend the Shoreditch Leather fragrance. But Ravaged Rose, okay, so it's described as vibrant, provocative, floral. I want to be providing you guys with more ASMR. I love the spray as ASMR. Actually, let's do this on a blotter. So I have blotters from Commodity that came with their discovery set. I did a review of them on Shorts and on Instagram. But this is just a pulpy, fruity floral. It's a fruity rose, I would say. Is it sensual? Maybe not necessarily sensual. I feel like the name Ravaged Rose makes it seem like a femme fatale rose, which it kind of is on the verge of, but it's not super heavy or anything. It's very easy wearable. It's likable. It gives me a bit of rose shampoo. And I think this, like sprayed on hair, could be pretty marvelous. Like maybe I might do that afterwards. But for the price point and everything, these All Saints fragrances, I think, are actually wonderful. The packaging itself is quite nice with this leather sleeve, like very All Saints on brand. And yeah, a bolt there as a as a lid on the bottle. This 100 ml bottle retails for £69 in the UK. And right now on Boots' website, it's like 51 something. So a pretty good deal for a fragrance that isn't your typical high street. Like it does have a little bit of that All Saints vibe to it. Next, I'm going to talk about this brand called Maison Noir. So these are like quite interesting Wes Anderson style type. Like the theme of it is you walk into a building and each room has a vibe and an experience in the room that is the fragrance, a certain persona in mind, or like certain colors, a certain theme, right? So let me talk about Quandoley actually, because this is their latest release. Quandoley 805. I still have it in the box because it's just so pretty, isn't it? This one is available in Harrods and larger department stores. I think this one is also across Europe for the moment. So each of them has like the notes, like the main notes of the fragrance on the actual bottle. This one says Ylang Ylang Olibanum. For me, it gives me kind of like a spicy, ambery, banana leafy kind of thing. Like it's like a cocktail. It's fruity. It has an olive oil accord in here that is quite cool. Like it just has this fun, interesting play of things. My initial thought the first time I sprayed this was like Studio 54, fun times, a leopard or like animal print shirts, things like that. Like a little bit of that old school like jungle fever vibe, even though the theme of this is actually this magical train. So this very Wes Anderson looking pink train that drives through. And on the boxes themselves, it says like what it actually, on spicy, it says it's an 8, on wild, it's a 0, on ambery, it's a 5. Like it's kind of a fun concept. This is an eau de parfum. 100 ml. I also have a 50 ml bottle of another one that they have called Icarus. Icarus. Not sure how they want this to be pronounced, but this one says patchouli and forbidden fruit as the main notes. And this one smells to me like a crisp apple fragrance. It's like a crisp apple. It has a little bit of a commercial masculine edge for myself. And yeah, it's like if you like a nice, fresh, on the verge of green, commercially masculine type of fragrance, then this could be for you. I like it in the cold. Right now, I've been reaching for a lot of fresher fragrances in the cold. I find it fun. I find it uplifting. We've had a lot of gray days in London. And so that is Maison Noir. These are two that I would recommend checking out. Okay, next I have something from Electimuss that I've had for a while. I just haven't gotten around to trying it until now. This is called Mercurial Cashmere, and they have the fragrance. So this is the hair mist. I actually didn't do a gift guide this past December. Usually I do a gift guide, but hair mists are the way to go when it comes to giving a luxury fragrance experience, but for less. The hair mists are usually like half the price of an EDP. I will have the price of this one down below, but look how elegant and nice it is. Woo! Look at that mist. So this one is a floral gourmand. It's not my usual type of fragrance, but I know that this one would do well amongst, well, whoever likes a floral gourmand, right? I'm not going to try to put people into a box. The mist itself, the lasting power, the scent itself, it's very powerful. Like whoa. I think you could even use this as a perfume and you would be fine. Like this would be a good all-round body sprayer type of situation. So that's Mercurial Cashmere by Electimuss. These bottles are so heavy. I love it. I love the feeling. So I was very excited to find out that Fornasetti, let me just grab one of their candles. I have so many of their candles. Now I'm sure that you have seen these before. Like they win in packaging, don't they? Like they really do win. The scents themselves, throw could be better. Scent variation could be better, but I really just have these on display all over because they just look so great. Anyways, Fornasetti has released fragrances and I was really, really excited about this. I've already used up the blotters that came with the Discovery set. And so it's 3 fragrances. They're very Fornasetti style. I would say that they smell botanical, they smell intricate, they smell homely, like boutique hotel type scents. That's how they smell. And so let's do the first one. This is called Giardino Segreto, Secret Garden. And this was a really nice botanical scent to me. Okay, so this is like green stems, very, very green, bitter. And if you like things like L'Ombre dans l'eau by Diptyque, that kind of ethereal green fragrance, you would love Giardino Segreto. Then there's Frutto Proibito. And this one is, so forbidden fruit. They kind of have this Adam and Eve theme to them, right? Like this naughty garden meeting. So this one, although it's called forbidden fruit, is more like a floral. It's like a tuberose with vanilla, but then still those green facets because you're still in this enchanted garden. Also very nice. So these retail at quite a bit, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the candles themselves also cost quite a bit. So these are the kind of fragrances that you would also get for a special reason. Okay, so the next one is called Immaginazione. And I'm so excited about these. Like when you have a brand that you've loved in one area and then they, like when you're so in love with the brand concept itself, you're just immediately already sold. So I might be a bit biased around these, but I do like them. So this one is the ambery one. This is like the ambergris, patchouli, vanilla. It's the old school Sam scent, right? Like this is the old school alluring Sam favorite type of thing. But I've really branched out since then. You guys have seen how my content has evolved. Like I used to just be into leather, ouds, woods, and now I will wear a dainty floral. I will wear a fruity. I will wear everything. So these are worth checking out if you like a characteristic brand. If you like things like Diptyque, if you like that brand, I'm pretty sure you're gonna love the Fornasetti line. So next I'm gonna share a brand that I have only very recently been introduced to. It's called Contes de Parfums. We might be covering a lot in this video, let me know. And the whole point of this is that I show you what I've been like playing around with, discovering. It's a spray and play. And then you let me know what you'd like to know more about. Like if there's anything that's eye-catching to you, you want me to dig deeper, you want me to do a deep dive, let me know in the comments and I'll do that for you. So Contes de Parfums. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 fragrances in the line so far. And these are made by master perfumers. So the same way that, for example, Frédéric Malle has a spotlight on a perfumer, this brand does the same thing. Okay, look. They're kind of mixed up in there, but look at this discovery set. Like I think these are 10 mils that you get in these discovery sets. And so you have perfumers like Anne Filippo, you have Carlos Benaim, you have Nicolas Beaulieu, you have Ramon Monegal, like you have these master perfumers creating these things. The fragrance in this line that I thought was the most like dungeony, that's Reykjavik. So this one is kind of similar to like the Andrea Mack. It's hard with these pronunciations. People, like, you have to give us reviewers credit for trying to figure out which language each name is meant to be pronounced in. Okay, so Reykjavik, right? My mind just immediately goes to Andrea Mack, who is a Icelandic brand, because this is kind of what it is. What does Iceland have? Volcanoes and, you know, like soot and landscape and these types of things. So this to me is inspired by the volcanic thing of Iceland. And we're going to use another blotter and do a little ASMR spritz. Let's do it, huh? The perfumer behind this one is Delphine Lebeau. And this smells like a charcoal toothpaste to begin with. Like, have you ever tried those whitening toothpaste with charcoal in them? So it's like fresh to begin with, but you got that underlying charcoal, and that charcoal becomes stronger and stronger, more prevalent. You get more of that sooty texture in the mouth as this fragrance lays down. But I have 2 from the collection. The first one is called Agra. So these are all different cities around the world, obviously geographically inspired. This one has been created by Caroline Dumur, and this is a orange blossom. Okay, this is a lovely white floral that's creamy, tuberosy, jasmine-y. It's that kind of melange where you have the white florals mixed together and you can't figure out which white floral specifically that it is, but it's just that creamy, zesty niceness. If you like things like Parfum de Mali, what's it called? The orange blossom one, Safanad, and things like that. This is just like that very nice ethereal orange blossom, the easy to wear, and yeah, heavy bottle caps as well. So the next one that I have is called Dubai, and so it's inspired by, you guessed it, Dubai. This one was created by Anne Filippo. There she is. You get that picture. It's like very mal in that sense, right? And okay, so this box, maybe it was just me unwrapping the other box in my frantic way, but this box is absolutely fine. Font and everything, beautiful, perfect. You have to also remember, when I get samples, it's not going to be the same as when it's out on the shelves. Like, there's a different type of quality check when things are out on the shelves. But Dubai is a spicy, ambery, woody, gourmand leaning, Middle Eastern sweets, dates type of fragrance. And very nice. Also very nice wear. These project at like a mid-range, I would say. They're not like crazy projectors. They're maybe like a 5 out of 10 in terms of projection. And then longevity is maybe 8 hours. I mean, this one on clothing is forever. So they do follow those guidelines of what a luxury brand is in the current age. Okay, next I wanted to talk about Brioni. So I have their discovery set. I have one of their fragrances. So these are mainly targeted towards men. And I had a friend over who was trying the Brionis, and I was like, you can pick any fragrance that you want to wear. And she picks a Brioni, you know, which is targeted towards men. And little does she know, but it just goes to show the whole thing, the whole spiel that we've been having for years and years about preferences and how they're affected by what the label says on the bottle. So this is the black one. The black one, I don't see any other name or distinctor besides it being black. And this is a really nice, it gives you like an inky vibe. So they all have a little bit of fresh to begin with because they kind of have to. And then this has this cool inky accord. It could be leather. It's really nice. It's just a very handsome, suave, clean, elegant, slightly weighty, but would still work very well for every day, would work for the office, like very easy reach wear. I love it. I'd absolutely wear this myself. Then we have the blue one. So it's dark blue. Again, the masculine colors, if you will. Black, gray, blue. So this one, I'm guessing, is going to be blue scent, right? It usually is like that when it's blue. It is blue. It is sea-like. But it's not toilet cleaner blue. It's very... I like these Brionis. Like, Brioni. I like these Brionis. This one's calming. It has some spice in there. It could be like a cardamom pod type thing going on in the heart of the fragrance. It's great. It's a great reach, this one. Then we have the pale gray, egg white fragrance. Enveloping the wearer with an irresistible presence, the Brioni fragrances are the ideal complement to Brioni's sartorial universe and the last finishing touch to the impeccable outfit. So they are very Taylor-esque. They are very like Marc-Antoine Barrois, but better price, like, you know, not out of reach in terms of price, more accessible. Also very good. This one has a sharp opening. It's the sharpest one out of the three. Well, they're all sharp in their own way, but this one is like a peppery olibanum. Yeah, a peppery olibanum type fragrance. So like a colder scent, if you will. Very nice range. Brioni. And then lastly, let's end on a sweet tooth. I wanted to address these. These are Sabrina Carpenter fragrances. And I mean, look how fun. They are like on the juvenile side. And I think that they're not, like, I'm probably not the target audience for these. But your children, your grandchildren might be. I don't know. Maybe, you know, if I was somebody who was a gourmand wearer per se, let me find another blotter. This could be it. So this one I think is called Caramel Dream, and Sabrina Carpenter. So she has songs like Tasty, Taste Me, or Espresso, like all gourmand things, right? So obviously her fragrances would be gourmand. It's all about getting addicted to her, wanting to go back and back. Spray closer to the mic. Wanting to go back. So this smells like caramel. It smells like caramel. That's it. That's it. And as I've tried these, so sillage hasn't been like crazy. Like, it's been smaller sillage, Longevity, maybe like 4 or 5 hours. Like these are just fun little delights to gift or to have. It's got a little bit of a citrusy note in there to begin with. And then it just goes caramelly. So it's kind of like orange caramelly right now. And that I imagine is going to dry down to just like a regular sweet caramel. This is a Sunday sauce caramel, like if you know what I mean. A bit of a watered down caramel. It's not like a toffee or a fudge. It's a caramel dressing on top of your Frappuccino. Then we have a cherry one, which I was really excited about. So this one is called, they're all in the sweet tooth range. And this one is called, okay, I'll have the name on the screen because I don't see the name on the bottle. But this one I thought was a quite fun cherry. Like we've had so many cherries. Cherry's been a moment. And it just makes me smile. Like this is a cherry pop. This is a cherry lollipop. A cherry lollipop. What else is there to say? Okay, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this spray and play, sniff and play, whatever I'm going to call this video. And let me know if there are any of these brands that you'd like to know more about. If you'd like a more in-depth review on anything, I'd be happy to do it for you. And as always, thank you for watching and for all of your support on My World of Fragrance. I will see you very soon.